Okay, so I'm gonna do another tier list. So this time I'm doing emo bands. So yeah. So anyways, got over 200 emo bands here. Um. So yeah. Anyways, and although some of them I looked for them, and some of them are like not even emo at all. So yeah. All right. So first, let's start off with "A Day to Remember." I did listen to a couple of other albums from some emo bands and artists beforehand. So yeah. Um. So anyways, I'm gonna put them on double A tier. Double A tier is for um like if I have if there's a band that I've ranked that I've given more 9 out of 10s to their album, then I'll put them on there. So yeah. Right. A day. I think this is was this a day's refrain. I've never ever heard of them before, so yeah. Right. Academy is S tier. I really like the Academy is. Very good band. So yeah. I wasn't really too. Hold on a second. Okay, I had to check my rate music to see like what rating I gave the last album. Yeah. And well, I am a fan of it. Just not as good as the other ones. Okay, AFI is also S tier. Seriously, super good. I really like them. Okay, Alexisonfire. So, I did look for my Rate You Music, beforehand. So, because there's bands I've ranked like 2 albums. Some bands where I've ranked like 2 albums have like, only 2 albums of theirs. They have like, each have a different score, so it's the deal with Alexisonfire, so yeah. So so they would either go in AA tier or A tier. Yeah, I'm gonna go A, I guess. Okay, Algern Cadwalder A tier. So yeah. I think this Alkaline Trio. They're going in double A tier. All American Rejects are S tier. I'm a fan of them. Okay, American Football. See, the first album is S tier, although their last album is probably A. And I have heard more albums from these bands, but I haven't actually listened to them fully. It was back during the time when I used to just listen to a couple, just like 1, 2, or 3 songs from an album and then rank them. Nowadays, I don't do that anymore. So yeah, and I've also removed the rankings from some of those albums because it would be easier for me to get for them all. So yeah. So I'm gonna go double A tier. And its name was Epion. I don't know what that is. Wait, what's this called again? And You Will Know Us by the Trail of Dead. Okay. I'll go. I'm going here. A tier. So yeah. I do not know who Angel Hair is. Right, The Anniversary, A tier. Most of these bands are probably going to end up in A tier, so just so y'all know. Okay, now we have Antioch Arrow. Honestly, I might go B. Stuff. They're good, but yeah, not my favorite thing. Anxious, I never heard of them. Armor for Sleep's another A tier. I like them. Alright, At the Drive-In, which for some reason says At the Drive-Thru right here. I don't know why. But it's At the Drive-In. At the Drive-In is S tier, in my opinion. I'm a big fan of At the Drive-In. Yeah, All Time Low is going to be another S tier. Love their music. Same with Attack Attack, although Attack Attack is not really emo, though. They're just your typical electronic or metalcore group. and stuff. They're more of a scene band than emo, so yeah. But they are an S tier group. I wasn't a huge fan of their last album though. Yeah. Their last album took more of like a secular route and stuff, you know. They incorporated a few swears in there, so yeah. What is this again? Before You Leave. I've never ever listened to this band. I never heard of Band Quad before. And this is Black Guys. I don't never listen to them. Black Veil Brides is another S tier. I know most people do not like Black Veil Brides, but you know what? I don't care. I love them. Although they're not really emo in my opinion and stuff. Sure, they used to dress in an emo fashion, but not really any. But that doesn't really mean they're an emo band. So yeah, Blood Brothers, B. I know most people put them higher, but I don't know. I just didn't like their music as much as enough to be like A tier. So, yeah. Boys Life, never heard of them. Boys Like Girls, double A tier. I think that's good. Braid, I'm gonna go A. Most of these bands are probably gonna go in A tier, so yeah, just so y'all know. Excuse me. I just ate, so yeah. Brand New, I'm gonna go double A tier. I like that. I like Brand New, so yeah. Okay, Brave Low Abacus is B tier. So yeah. And I know people would probably put them higher, but yeah. Hold on a sec. Okay. Alright, Bring Me the Horizon's another S tier. See, what the heck is this? What? I was gonna say, oh, Bullets Between. What is it? What the heck does that say? I do not know what that says, so yeah. I do not know what this band is, so they're going there. Who's that? Burial. I don't know how you say that, but I've never heard of them. Campaign Alaska. Never ever heard of them either. Alright, Cap'n Jazz. A tier. They're good. There's some good stuff. I don't know why iCarly is here, considering they're not a band. It's an old Nickelodeon show. Classic. It was a very big classic show when I was a kid. But they're not. So I'm just gonna put them there, I guess. I think this is supposed to be this. I think the logo says Catalyst. I never ever heard of them. So Chamberlain, that's an A tier. Chiodos, See, 2 of their albums are S tier, but the others are not. So I'll put them on double A tier. I think that's fine. And this is Christie Front Drive. Now see, I have heard their album when I was in my I don't listen to all the songs on the albums phase. So I'm not even gonna rank them. So yeah. And yeah, I didn't bother to re-listen to the album. 1 second. Okay. Now, who is this? Cicada Head or Cicada? I don't know how you say that. And that is Circa Survive. Is that what that says? I feel like I may have heard of them before, but I don't know. Okay, that's Circle Takes the Square. I'm gonna go A. See, they have Caterpillar. They have 1 B tier album, 1 A tier album, so I'll go B, I guess. I never ever listened to Claybirds. Right, Coheed Cambria. Double A tier. Yeah, I've never listened to Current before. Cursive is double A tier. They're good. Okay, I'm gonna trigger a lot of people with this, because I know most people do not like Q is what we aim for, but you know what? I do, okay? It's my opinion, and if you don't like it, well, I don't know what to tell you, you know? It's my opinion. I love Q is what we aim for, so yeah. Alright, Dag Nasty. I'm gonna go A tier. I've only listened to one Dashboard Confessional album. I honestly forget what I gave it. I don't know what to give it. Let me check my score of the album I ranked by them. Alright, so I gave it an A, so... I gave it a 4 out of... I gave the album a 4 out of 5, so I'm gonna go an A. So yeah. Obviously these will change as I listen to more albums by these guys, by these bands. So yeah. Okay, Daughters. I don't know why Daughters is here, because they're not even an emo band and stuff. Their first album, not a huge fan of. Their most recent album, you know, was pretty good. So, So do I give them A because of that one album, or do I drop them to B tier because of the album I wasn't a fan of? I don't know. Kind of like all these other bands more in A, so... I mean, you know what? I'll just put them on B for now. They'll probably change once I listen to more stuff by them. Alright, the Dismemberment Plan, that's an A. So yeah. Oh, who is this? Oh, Don't Forget to Breathe. Never ever heard of them. Drive Like Jehu, that's an A for me. Then Elliot. I think A tier. I think that's what I gave it. I never ever listened to Emmanuel. Embrace, that's an A tier. So yeah. I don't know why Befeeder's not on here. Because they were like one of the... the first ever... Because they were like one of the first ever emo bands ever. It was Rites of Spring, Embrace, and then Befeeder. Yeah, so... But they would have gone on B tier. So yeah. Emery. I'm gonna go A again. Same with Empire. And also Envy. Escape the Fate, S tier. Yeah. I like them. So yeah. Every Avenue is gonna be another S tier as well, so. Now who is this? Everyone Asked About You. I never listened to this band before. I've heard a little bit of Ice Set to Kill before, but not enough to give a rating. Let's see, The Fall of Troy. That's another A. I've never listened to Falling Forward. Falling Reverse is D tier. Admittedly, I used to like them back then, but not anymore. I absolutely love their album, The Drug and Muse You, but everything else they've done afterwards has been terrible and stuff. So, yeah. Let's see, February. I've never listened to them. Okay, Finch. I'm gonna go double A tier. So, yeah. Who's this? Fire Party. Never ever heard of them. I never heard of Floodgate either. Alright, Flyleaf. That's an A tier for me. Fall Out Boy, S tier. Absolutely fantastic band. I love Fall Out Boy. Forever the Sickest Kids, S tier. So good, dude. Yeah. Alright, Foxing. I'll go, I guess, A. Same with Foxtails to go A tier. Free Throw. I'm probably gonna have to check back on my my Rate Your Music ratings first. before, a couple times, so, yeah. Okay, so Free Throw's gonna go in A tier. Yeah. From Autumn to Ashes, that's another A. Okay, yeah. From First to Last, that's another S tier. Yeah. Let's see. Funeral for a Friend, I'll go double A tier. So, yeah. Further Seems Forever, I think that's what this is. Never heard, well, actually, I think I have heard one of their stuff before, but not fully. Some of the stuff before, but not fully. Get Scared, double A tier. Very good, again. Same with the Get Up Kids. Yeah. Ginger Bee. It's an A tier. Let's see, Gray Matter. What the heck did I give their stuff again? I think I might give them A tier, but I also feel like I may have given them. I'll just put them there for now. So, well, let me check back. Okay. So I checked back on my Gray Matter ratings. So they're a B. Great Big Pile of Leaves. That's an A tier. Alright, Guitar Fight from is it Cooley Fooly or Fooly Cooley? One of the two. I went back and re-listened to their EP, because I wasn't a fan of it at first. And, well, I'm a fan of it now, so, yeah. Hawthorne Heights is going to be double A tier. Yeah. He Is Legend. I'm going to put them there. Well, let me check real quick. Alright, to the A tier they go. Heaven in Her Arms. I've only really fully listened to White Halos, and that's an S tier album, so yeah. But yeah, these bands will go lower than what I'm currently giving them as I listen to more albums. So chances are this band's probably not gonna stay on S tier for very long. If I ever listen to the rest of their stuff fully. What is this? I don't know. I do not know what that is. So yeah. Heroin, B. Then we have, who's this? Holder. Never ever listened to them before. Home Is Where. I'm gonna go A tier. I don't think I've listened to Honeywell. Hoover, that's another A tier. Hot Mulligan, one sec. Okay, I don't know, you know what, I don't know, you know what, double A tier, I don't care. Hot Rod Circuit is gonna go A. The Hotelier is going there. I Hate Myself is going A tier. I Hate Sex is also going A tier. Then this is I Promised the World. I'm gonna go double A tier. Let's see, Ida, I've never heard of them. I've never heard of Ignition before, so now we have June. I don't think I've listened to them. So yeah. In Loving Memory, I don't even know. This, Indian Summer, I think I've given them I think I've given their EP 4.5, so yeah. They don't have any albums, so yeah. Okay. Alright, now I Set My Friends on Fire. S tier. I don't care what anyone says. They are absolutely amazing. So yeah. Who Are You? So, I don't know who that is. Is that like... I don't know, there's Japanese writing here, so is this like a Japanese group? It probably is, I don't know. There are some Japanese emo groups out there, so... I would Set Myself on Fire for You, A. I've never heard of Jank before. Jawbreaker, I'm gonna go A tier. Okay. Oh, I'm gonna anger a lot of people with this one. Jerome's Dream. I didn't really like scenes means more than safety. I could not stand the vocals. They were terrible. Stuff. Yeah, I don't know. I hope one. I don't know. I tried to re-listen to it like sometime last year. I could not handle the vocals and stuff. I don't know. It's the same deal with Cuddle Monster, you know, I've tried to get into it, I just can't handle the vocals. And it's weird because there's other albums I like with similar sounding vocals to Sawtooth Grin. I even like Sawtooth Grin's next album. So yeah. I don't know, hopefully one day this album will grow on me. So yeah. I wanna like it. Let's see. Oh, Jets to Brazil. I don't think I have any of their albums rated, so I'm not gonna rank them. Jamie Eat World, S tier, without a doubt. Jamie Eat World is amazing. Now we got Joshua. I've never listened to their stuff before. Joan of Arc, I'm gonna go B tier. Let's see, Joyce Manor, I'm gonna go A as well. See, Juliana, never heard of them. I think I may have one of their albums ranked. I don't know. It's weird because I just checked, like, today, and I already forgot. No, whatever. Go there, I guess. Yeah, I guess Knapsack will go there as well. Knuckle Puck, I'm gonna go S tier. So, yeah. Chances are they will go down to A, like, once I hear the rest of their albums. If I ever get around to doing that. Was it New Mirrors? I don't even know who that is. Let's see, Koyo, A tier. La Dispute, I'm gonna go A tier. So yeah. Grimace? I don't know what the... Grimace? I don't know what that says. I've never heard of Lincoln before. That is Love Lost But Not Forgotten. So, I went ahead and re-listened to one of their albums. Their first album, because I was not a huge fan of it at first, so... yeah. So I did, yeah, I did, re-listen. So yeah, I did re-listen to it, and I am definitely a fan. Max Seal. Don't even know who that is. Marietta's another A. Yeah. I don't know. I just don't hate that many. I just don't dislike that many bands' music. So yeah, I don't know. I don't hate that. I just don't hate that many things. So yeah. Matchbook Romance. I haven't heard any of their albums fully, so I'm not even gonna rank them. Maximum Colby. I don't even know who that is. Mayday Parade. Esther. I love Mayday Parade. Let's see. My Chemical Romance. I mean, come on. Who wouldn't put them in S tier? So yeah, who's this? Merchant Ships. Don't even know who they are. Metro Station. Honestly, I'm gonna go S tier. Yeah. Michael Cera, Talent? I don't know, I don't know. I'm bad with pronouncing names, so. But that's an A. And I think this is, that's Mineral, so. That's another A tier. Same with Modern Baseball. So I don't even know who Mock Orange is. And then Mom Jeans. I think A tier. I haven't listened to any of Moose Blood's albums fully, so they're going there. Moose Blood. Moss Icon. Goodness, S tier. Yeah. I ain't gonna lie. One of their songs, It's called Mirror or something. It sounds very familiar to me. Like, I feel like I've heard something sound familiar to that before. Like, it sounds like some sort of like spy type music. I don't know. I probably heard something similar to that before, but I don't know. Now the nation of Ulysses. I don't know how you say that name. We're going there. Native Nod. Hold on. Okay, I haven't heard any of their stuff in full, so yeah. Neil Perry, B tier. So yeah. I do not know what New Forms is, or who New Forms is. Newfound Glory is gonna go in double A tier. Yeah. Oakwood. See. Right, Ogbert the Nerd. I was recommended one of their albums on Album Deer, and I absolutely loved it. So, S tier. I don't know. I kind of feel bad having some of these other bands lower than some of the S tier groups. Like, I don't know. I'd have to listen to more of it. And then I've listened to all of Brand New's albums, so yeah. Old Gray. It's another A. So I did not really like. When I first listened to their first album, I did not like it because I didn't like the vocals. But now, and I still don't like the vocals, but the music makes up for it, so it's whatever. Oolong's another A. Orchid. That's an S tier for me. I like Orchid. Very good emo violence music. Whew, Origami Angel. I like them a lot. I really, really like their last album. Let me get my water. Yeah. Okay. Alright. Ooh, Paramore. Okay, Paramore is another S tier for me. Yeah. Panic at the... Nope, wrong group. Panic at the Disco. That's another S tier. Fantastic band. Who is this? What does that say? I do not know who that is. So, I'm never gonna write them. Penfold, I don't know who they are. Who is... I'm pretty sure I looked up this band, but I don't remember. Probably should have, checked first. Piebald, haven't heard their stuff in full. The Plot to blow up the Eiffel Tower. I do not know who they are. I don't know who Policy of Free is either. Portraits of Past is B. So yeah. This Providence, have I heard their stuff in full? I think I have heard their music before. And they're going here for now. Pierce the Veil, S tier. I love Pierce the Veil. Who's this? I did not know who Rainer Murray is. Okay, Real Friends. I'm gonna go double A tier. Super good. Red Jumpsuit Apparatus. That is another S tier. Reversal of Man. 1 sec. Okay. Alright, so I looked at all of the albums I've rated by these bands here. So yeah, okay, Reversal Man, B. Okay. Rites of Spring, honestly, I'm gonna go S tier. Oh man, their music goes hard. Stuff. And besides, they are the ones who created emo, so you gotta give them some credit there. So yeah. Seisha, B. they're good. Sam I Am, I have not listened to their albums in full, so I'm not gonna rank them. Seosin, I'm gonna go double A tier. Saves the Day, that's another A tier. Okay, so Say Anything, Say Anything is one of those bands that started off really good, but then fell off pretty quick. Their first 4 albums are great. Problem is, their last 5 albums have been terrible and stuff. And yeah. In fact, their last album called Is Committed was is literally the worst pop punk album I've ever heard. Like, the lyrics were horrible. Like, I could not handle it. So yeah, it's D tier, you know. They're kind of like with In This Moment. Like, I like In This Moment's first 3 albums, but I did not like their last 5 albums. So yeah. Secondhand Serenade, I don't think I've listened to their stuff in full. I've only ever heard the song Fall For You or whatever it's called. I don't know. It was like really popular on TikTok. See You Space Cowboy. That's a double A tier for me. Census Fail, I think I'll make an exception for double A tier. Yeah. Who the hey is this? I don't even know. Oh no. There are some bands here that I probably would rather listen to over they're like I've rated lower that I probably would rather listen to than some of the ones I've ranked higher. I guess because they kind of fit more in my style of what I like. Like, well, we'll get to it in a second. Hold on. Excuse me. Okay, Shotmaker, double A tier stuff. I think that's Cicada or whatever. Alright, Silverstein. That's a double A tier. And honestly, Silverstein is one of those bands that, despite being lower than like, say, Orchid or Rites of Spring, kind of would rather listen to Silverstein just because they fit more my style, and I don't know. It's weird. There are some albums I dislike more than others, but I'd rather listen to them over some of the albums I dislike that I ranked higher, just because more listenable, I guess. I don't know. That's the deal with Cuddle Monster for me. Like, it's one of my lowest rated albums, but I'd rather listen to it over like some of the ones I've ranked higher. So yeah, I don't know. Alright, Simple Plan. I know people aren't gonna like this, but S tier. Yeah. People on Rate Your Music have such like different opinions than like what people outside of Rate Your Music have. Like, lots of people outside of Rate Your Music love Simple Plan, like they really do. But on Rate Your Music, they have a lot of haters. So yeah, I am not one of their haters though on Rate Your Music. I'm one of the few people that loves Simple Plan. So yeah. Skylit Drive, A. Sleeping with Sirens, S tier. Yeah. Snowing, I'm gonna go A tier. Who the heck is this? Sparta. Versus Sparta! Never heard of them either. So Spirit of Versailles, never ever heard of them. I haven't heard the Squirrel Bait album in full, so yeah, same with Star in Line. Still Life, that's a for me. Yeah, I have more 4 out of 5 albums than I do with like 4.5 or 5 out of 5 albums, so yeah. Yeah. Alright, story so far. That's gonna go A tier. Wait, I think I called this story so far. The story of the year. Stuff. This is the story so far. They are double A tier, so yeah. Ooh, Sunny Day Real Estate, man. Oh yeah. S tier. I am a big fan of the Sunny Day Real Estate. Excuse me. Yeah. Same with Taking Back Sunday. Fantastic band. So yeah. Alright, Ted Williams. I don't even know who they are. Texas is the Reason. That's an A for me. Then the number 12 Looks Like You. Okay. Don't even know who they are. Promise Rain. I think A tier. So yeah. Well, hold on. Alright. I literally just checked my ratings for the Promise Rain earlier and I already forgot. The Wonder Years, I think I have listened to them, but haven't listened to them in full. Same with The Cab, haven't listened to any of their albums in full. Let's see, we got Trice or Frice. I don't know, one of the two. But they're a double A tier. Thursday, I'm gonna give Thursday S tier. So yeah. I kind of like Brand New's first two albums more than like anything by Orca or Rites of Spring though. Just not their last three albums, which people say is like better than their first two, but I just don't really think so. I don't know. Tiger Shaw. I'm gonna have to go A tier for that. Who are you? Oh, Tiny Moving Parts, okay. I'll go another A for them. Same with Title Fight, they're another A tier band. I just noticed Motion City Soundtrack is not on here. Yeah. They don't have Lost Prophets either, so yeah. Yeah, Motion City Soundtrack would probably go double A tier, and I know some people are gonna hate me for this, but Lost Prophets will go S tier. Yeah, Ian was not the greatest human alive, but her music just slaps, dude. I'm just the kind of guy who, I just go by separate art from artist, So yeah. I think this is called Told Not to Worry, or what, something like that. I've never heard them before. I have no idea who this is because there's no name. I think this is 21 Pilots. Again, they're not an emo band in my opinion, but they're fantastic regardless. Yeah, the world is a beautiful place, but I'm not afraid to die. So, yeah, it's A tier. Under Oath, double A tier for me. So yeah. The Used, I don't know. I don't know. I love their first album a lot, but and we'll go double A tier for now. Yeah. I got an itch on my hand first. Okay. Okay. Who's you? Who the heck is this? I have no idea who this is. Alright, William Donny. That's an A for me. Widow Dusk. Okay. I do not know who they are. Yellow Card. They have one album that's S tier and another one that's double A tier, so you know what? I'll go S tier. I don't know. Okay, Your Arms Are My Cocoon. So I didn't really like their first album when I first listened to it. Well, their self-titled album, or actually EP. I think it's actually an EP. I didn't really like it because I thought the vocals were trash. But I listened to it and I thought they were good. And I really liked their last album. I thought it was great. Like double A tier. And they also did like a split release with like 3 other emo artists. Which was also double A tier, so I guess double A tier, so yeah. Well, that's my list, so these are my all-time faves. Really like these artists here as well. So yeah, I guess some of the bands here that I would rather listen to over like Heaven in Our Arms or Right Spring or Orchid or this or that, you know. I guess would be like Brand New, Coheed, Boys Like Boys Like Girls, maybe not American Football, but I don't know. Get Scared, I guess. Hawthorne Heights, Get Up Kids. Just because those bands are like more my taste stuff. They used On the Road, Story So Far, Silverstein, so yeah. Anyways, yeah, so that's gonna be it for this little emo bands tier list. So I hope you all enjoyed it, and I will see you all in the next video.